Hi everyone, my name is Lena. I'm Malay and I spent a summer in the United States as part of a summer school program at Virginia Tech University. There were lots of extracurricular activities too. I mean, what else were we going to do with our spare time, so I got to know a lot of my classmates rather well while doing all sorts of cool things with them. One of the most amazing things I got to do while I was there was going to hiking up on the Appalachian Mountains. I managed to get some pictures of the most stunning views I'd ever seen in my life, and walking those hills will remain one of the most memorable times of my entire life. But I'll never forget my time in the Appalachians for another reason too, because it included one of the most hair-raisingly terrifying experiences of my life. One which left me shaking for the amount of adrenaline running through me. So at one point, we're taking a break from hiking, eating some snack and taking some sips from bottles of water that didn't manage to stay very cold for very long. I'm chatting with my best friends on the trip, Sol and Gabby, when we hear some rustling in the foliage next to us. The next thing I hear is our guide whispering, "Don't move. No one move a muscle." They'd be confident to the point of cockiness on the trail up until that point, a real outdoorsy manly man type. But hearing the fear in their voice made my blood turn to ice, which was no small feat on such a hot day. I did as I was told. I didn't move. I just sort of shifted my eyes in the direction of the rustling, and when I saw what came out of the bushes, I couldn't even scream, I was so scared. It was like I'd been turned into a stone statue, albeit one that trembled uncontrollably with fear. It was a bear. A black bear, and it was walking right towards me. I suppose I'd been attracted to the smell of our snacks. From what I understand, black bears don't have the best eyesight, but they do have an incredible sense of smell, and even though we weren't cooking any food, it must have been close enough in the area to be able to pick up on the scent. I stayed as still as I could as it walked up to me, but when it stood up on its hind legs, I swear my heart nearly stopped beating altogether. I had no idea they could do that. I kinda knew black bears were smaller than grizzlies or polar bears, and that they were considerably less aggressive too, but oh my god, that thing wasn't small when it stood up like that. I swear it was almost 6 feet tall. I was trembling and holding back whimpers of fear as it started to sniff at my hijab, knowing that if I made one wrong move, if I didn't keep my cool and stay perfectly still, it may just maul me to death right there and then. It was probably the most terrifying moment of my life so far. It sort of lost interest in me after a few moments, moving on to my friend Sol, who just dropped the sandwich he was eating immediately. The bear sniffed at it, but ignored it, then did the same thing to her, standing on its hind legs and sniffing at her face and neck. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, it just lost interest in us and wandered off into the woods again. We all breathed a heavy sigh of relief as it left us, thanking God that it wasn't hungry or ballsy enough to have attacked us. Never in all my years have I had such an up-close and personal encounter with such a powerful and wild beast. It left an indelible mark on me, giving me a profound respect for nature even more so than I had beforehand. I'm just so thankful that it wasn't a grizzly or something out in the Pacific Northwest, because if it was, I probably wouldn't be here to tell this story.